Hey, it's your girl Miss Soncerae here, and I have a video topic suggestion for you guys. Excuse my animals, they're downstairs losing their mind. It's like my biggest dog is like beating down the door, jumping on the door because he wants to get out. And he has his own bedroom. He should be chilling in there. He has carpet, you know, it's soft. He should be a happy animal. Hello, Soncerae. Here's a topic for you. Why do women have to have closure when a man cuts them off? When a woman stops responding to a man, either phone call or text, men typically realize she doesn't want to deal with him anymore. A man will usually just keep it moving. But when a man cuts a woman off and doesn't reply to texts or calls, oh God, they seem to go crazy. They will continue to call and text, sometimes 20 times a day, until the man responds, and sometimes go as far as leaving threats. Why is this? And before you say that's just the women you deal with, I've heard this from several other men as well. Oh, interesting. Well, usually men don't just walk away from women. You guys are used to women just rejecting you when you approach. That's something that normally happens with guys. So usually that doesn't happen for women. When I'm in a relationship, or if I've been in a long relationship, there has to be some closure there. I'm not sitting up here talking about some, oh, you was a jump off to me, or we was just fucking or whatever. You know, why would I sweat you after that? I mean, I'm not talking about, oh, we were just having a sexual relationship type of situation and we didn't have any emotions or any kind of connection to each other. You know, like, I don't know if that's the kind of situation that, you know, you and these men that you're talking about have had with these women. I'm not sure. Was you just screwing them or something? A lot of these women be thinking they bae. A lot of these women be thinking they your woman. So when the relationship is over, you know, you have to like really just be like, listen, as a man, don't fade the black. Like, you a punk. You look like a punk if you do that. Are you a wuss? Seriously, let's discuss this. Are you a wuss? Then don't fade the black. Just say, yo, I'm not interested anymore. You know, what we had was X, Y, and Z, and I'm just not feeling it. It's that simple. Say that, and she will leave you alone. I know for me, you ain't got to tell me but one time, because then that's when you start becoming unattractive to me. A guy just told me recently, after all of these things I had done for him, for his business, I had invested in his business, and I did all of this stuff because I was his friend. And initially we started off trying to kick it or whatever. We never did really get to the intimacy part, but the relationship between the two of us started changing after we started working together, and I realized, you know what, this guy just really gets on my nerves. We were sitting there, we were just fussing and fussing and fussing, and no matter how many things I did for him, he never appreciated those things. Then suddenly one day he says to me, randomly out of the blue, after all of the stuff that we have been through and worked on, how much money and time I have invested into this man tells me, I don't want to have anything to do with you unless it has something to do with charity, because we did a lot of charities together. And I'm like, first of all, just 2 months ago you wasn't even on the charity tip. Now suddenly you become this philanthropist because I introduced you to charity just recently, and now you want to be all gun-ho about charity. You just posted videos with girls twerking their ass at a contest you had at one of your events. Give me a break here, okay? Now, I support the change. I support a man being better, but when you have built a friendship with a woman and a woman has invested in you, the friendship, whether it be her money or her time, the last thing you want to say to this woman is, I don't want to deal with you unless we're doing charity, especially when most of the things that she's done for you has more to do with the friendship that she thought you two had. So it's just a miscommunication or something happening there where both parties aren't equally informed about the situation. Like I said a minute ago, a lot of these women just think they bae and they not. So you have to explain to women from the beginning, whatever the case may be, you have to explain where you stand to these women. You can't pretend it's one thing and it's another, because that's where the I need closure thing comes from, because a woman is jack confused. Like, I thought he liked me. I thought such and such and such, and then randomly you just like disappeared. Nah, if you wasn't feeling it from the beginning, you gotta say that. And that's what a lot of guys don't do. They don't just flat out say that, you know what I mean? I guess because you guys don't want women mad at you, but you can't avoid a woman being mad at you if she feeling you and you tell her you're not feeling her. Nobody wants to be rejected like that. So you actually spare her feelings when you tell her the truth. You don't spare her feelings when you keep the secret from her, or you don't say anything, or you fade to black. That does not help. Women are just built different. We're not men. And the more that you guys try to make us think and feel how you feel, it just makes us want to ostracize ourselves from you. So the best way to deal with women in general is just be communicative and be honest and say what you think and say what you feel. And if you're not feeling her, don't be scared to tell her that.